Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. And sorry if I have been missing out on YouTube lately. I have been very busy at work and family matters, and of course family comes first, work comes second, and yes, YouTube comes after that. I do enjoy making YouTube videos for you guys, but of course I have commitments at work, so I'm still in the process of finding a way to manage my time better, especially during the busy period. This month is currently a busy month for us. It's a month full of weddings and events and corporate events. As you know, I am the CEO and the founder of the Melody Studio, and we are mainly storytellers. We cover events, we cover weddings, we produce video content. That's our work. And yes, so we had admin duties and we had HR matters that we had to work on besides the events that we covered this month. That's why I have not produced any videos lately for you guys. But today I am finally back, and my topic for today is homeschooling. If you have been following me on my vlog, you know that I'm homeschooling too. Kids. I have two kids. Chloe is 9 and Kurt is 5. I decided to homeschool them since September, and today I'm going to give you an update and I'm going to share with you our routine. So stay tuned for that. Is homeschooling easy? How is homeschooling? How am I holding up homeschooling and working and managing a business? So we decided to homeschool our kids last year, starting in September, because of time. We normally work on weekends and we want to spend time with kids, and because we know that this is the formative stage, is a very critical stage for a child, and we want to be their best influence. We want to be hands-on in their learning process, and we want to teach them the importance of family, and we know that we can still impart a lot of knowledge to them. And I feel that the current educational system doesn't really support their needs, so that's why we decided to homeschool our kids. So today I'm sharing with you I homeschool the kids about 5 days a week. Sometimes it stretches up to 6 because sometimes we have to go someplace. I want to take them somewhere, and we also have art day that sometimes extends depending on how fast they are in doing their artworks. And we just want a flexible schedule for them. They sometimes study on the weekends, and we go out on field trips on weekdays. We don't really have a fixed schedule on the week, but they have a certain amount of schoolwork that they need to accomplish every week. So I start the day by compiling their books. Then I put a sticker. I put a washi tape sticker on the sides of their books indicating the number of pages, because sometimes I just leave them. I want them to learn to be independent, and I want them to be autonomous, and I want them to be trustworthy. I don't like micromanaging, even at work. I don't like micromanaging my team. So I give my kids a certain task, like the number of pages they need to do every day. If they need help, they can come to me. If they're not sure of the lesson, they can come to me. And then there are some lessons that I need to discuss with them first before they start answering the books. But the books are very helpful. By the way, I got their curriculum from Lighthouse Christian Academy. It's very good. It's very good for a family because we value biblical principles, and they teach children the values from the Bible. They include biblical principles in the lessons, which really is very good for me, which is very important that they learn about it. Their foundation is built on this principle. This is a very important point why I chose Lighthouse Christian Academy. However, what I don't like about Lighthouse Christian Academy curriculum is that it is American based, so they include American history, American money, which is not very useful for us. So that's just my feedback on this curriculum. Chloe is supposed to be in 4th grade this year if she continued her schooling. However, when she took the assessment, they decided to accelerate her to 5th grade, so she's taking 5th grade lessons now. Basically, she's still able to cope with the advanced lessons, which is good for her, and I'm happy for her. And Kurt is taking basic kindergarten lessons, but I think it's too basic for him. So what we do is we have supplementary books that we purchase from the bookstore here. So for both of them, I prepare a schedule for them every day. This is a flexible schedule. It's just a guide for them. It's more of like a checklist. So for them to work on their maths, their English, their science, social studies, word building, history, and then I add on some subjects like that I think is very important, like money. These are some subjects that I know that is very important for them and that it's not included in their curriculum, but it will be very useful for them. Like for Chloe later on, I'll maybe teach her about entrepreneurship, about business, just basic business. It's something that the school doesn't teach us, but I think that is something that I can impart to my kids early on. So besides the book that Lighthouse Christian Academy has sent them, I purchased some additional books, especially for Kurt as supplements. Like I said before, I purchased Kumon books, and I have these other books that I believe will be useful for Kurt, and I think they're good exercise for Kurt. And these books have helped him so much when it comes to especially Kumon logic, the mazes, and math practices. These are very helpful books that Kurt answers every day. I give him about a page or two for him to answer every day, and then the rest we just review. This is very important. You try to infuse the lessons that they learn from the books into practical stuff, into everyday stuff. Like for example, like even when we're riding in the car, we talk about the letters, like let's look for words that has a short A sound or starts with an A sound, starts with the letter A. So we have those games that we play in the car when we're traveling or even at home. Like for example, if you want to tell me something, you can write it in a letter, and then they try to write it. Sometimes they misspell the words, but it's okay. At least they're able to write and use the lessons they have learned and to practical stuff. Besides Kumon books that we purchase from the bookstore, from Kinikuya or from Borders, I also have subscription apps that I use for supplement learning. Kurt is in one of the highest levels of Komodo, and we have stopped using Komodo because he has reached the highest level, and now he has started adding double digits. I feel it's too advanced for him. Let's go back to Khan Academy. This is one of the apps that Kurt uses, the Khan Academy. It's very useful too, and both of them I have subscribed to Time for Learning as a supplement for their learning. They learn a lot, especially the science one. They learn a lot from that, and the English one too. So it's very good. These are the apps that we use for them to learn. And Chloe loves Skillshare app because she learns drawing from Skillshare. This is also one of the reasons why we love homeschooling, because we can now focus a lot in improving her talents. She has a talent for drawing, and she really loves drawing, and she spends a lot of time drawing, and this is something that she enjoys. And then so we want to encourage her to go down the path that she likes and to explore her talent and to develop her talent. She's now way better than me, I think, and I think she really has a good future in the arts. We also make trips to the library at least 3 or 2 times in a month. We go to the old library. The old library is located in the Golden Diamond Park. It's near Mall of the Emirates. So there's an annual membership fee. I think right now it's 250 dirhams. I'm not sure. You can double check. You can go to their website. The link is down below. And then you can borrow 8 books at a time. As long as you return those 8 books, you can borrow again another set of 8 books. So the kids love going to the old library. They love borrowing books. They sometimes spend about 30 minutes in the library reading there because they know that they can only borrow 8 books, but they want to read a certain book. So I want to teach the children to love books, to love reading, because you will learn a lot from reading, and the only way for your children to love reading is for you to love reading yourself. So if parents are complaining, no, my kids don't love reading, even though I buy them a lot of books, if they don't see you reading, they will not love reading. So my advice for parents is for you to start reading, start practicing something. The kids will not listen if they see that you're not doing whatever you're telling them. So for music, I have a music teacher. His name's Jan. Jan comes once a week to teach Chloe piano and to teach Kurt drums. For me, a well-balanced curriculum is a curriculum that includes physical, includes academics, practical stuff, and then of course music. So it's very important for me for the kids to have some physical activities as well. They had swimming lessons last semester with Fitrepublik, and this semester, because it's a bit cold and because they have always wanted to learn karate, I have enrolled them in karate lessons in Fitrepublik, and they just love it. And I tell Chloe, because she knows already already basic swimming. I tell her next semester she can have the option of going back to swimming. Like Kurt will have to go back to swimming because he still doesn't know how to swim. But for Chloe, she has the option to take karate lessons still or swimming, and she decides to go for karate lessons. I have also a list of field trips that we need to do this year. So if you have seen my previous vlog, we went to Ripley's Believe It or Not. They learned a lot of stuff. Things that you would not believe that is happening, but it really is happening. So that's one of the things I learned. So every month we have a field trip that we schedule and we go to, so for them to learn something new every month. And I asked them to make a reaction paper or draw something that they remember out of that trip, so they will recall the things that they have learned from that trip, and for them to value the trip. You can learn anything from anywhere. It's just that you have to have an open mind and to be observant. That's what I want them to learn, not just what they learn from the trip, but for them, whenever they go anywhere, I want them to be observant, and I want them to absorb the lesson from an experience or from someone or from a place. We are also thankful for 3D Innova. We were able to borrow one of their 3D printers, and I'm saving some money to get our own 3D printer. Chloe was able to explore because she loves Lego and she loves the art. She was very interested in learning how to 3D model and then see that actual artwork into print. So if you're interested in learning 3D, you can contact Ruba. She's very nice. She's extremely accommodating, and you can get your own 3D printer for your kids. And another part of their schedule is chores. And if you have seen their schedule in part of their mornings, after they wake up, after eating breakfast, the first thing they will need to do is to do their chores. Well, right now, the chores that they have learned is to clean up the bed. I want them to be independent. I want them to learn these things on their own, and because this is something that most children nowadays don't learn. So not even a lot of them don't know how to cook rice. So I want my children to know the practical stuff and for them to be independent. And yeah, so chores is a very important part of the day for us. And of course, every week we make sure that we attend. We try our best to attend, especially if we don't have events to shoot and if we don't have any schedule lined up. It's mostly work that prevents us from attending church and taking the kids to Awana. Awana stands for Approved Workmen Are Not Ashamed, and we have Awana here in EBCI every Thursday from 6:30 to 8:30. So the kids attend Awana. They get to learn lessons from the Bible and they get to interact with other kids. There's games and there's Bible reading. There's activities for the kids. And also there's like a once a month gathering of homeschoolers in Duneha. So they have an ice skating gathering. Last time they attended the ice skating and the kids love it, even though they don't know how to ice skate, but they enjoyed it a lot and they're looking forward to this one again. Duneha is a very good, helpful community for homeschoolers. So I would love to hear what your extracurricular activities are, especially here in Dubai. We have very limited space. We cannot go outdoors all the time, especially now that the weather is getting hotter. And I would love to hear what you would suggest. If there are places that you would suggest where we can go field trips to, that would be helpful. For me, my advice, if you're just starting homeschooling and if you are thinking what supplements and what extracurricular activities you would add to your curriculum, know your kids, learn what their talents are, invest on those talents, and just let them have fun. It's important for them to have fun and learn at the same time. So that is what I want to share with you today, is have fun with your kids. Homeschooling is for me a very good platform for me to build good relationship with my children and for us to have fun and spend quality time with them as well. And if you like this video, give us a thumbs up. Boop, 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 boop. There's a button down there, and make sure you hit the subscribe button too. And I hope you have a blessed week ahead. Thank you for watching. Bye.